We Were Here is a long-running series, if you don't know. A long-running series where every single game is played with two people. So think of It Takes Two or A Way Out, except first person and much more puzzle oriented. And you definitely have to work together way more than those other games. So, it starts off, the series started off a little bit basic. I believe the first game is still free. And it just kind of kept building from there, building and building and building. We Were Here Forever was the last full game in the series so far, and I really enjoyed that one. I played through it with my friend Greedy Waffles, and we really enjoyed that one. It made us want to go back and play through the other games, which we did. I think we stopped on the third one because it was very glitchy. But We Were Here Forever was a really good experience, and just kind of waiting for the next thing to come from the We Were Here series. And what do you know? We Were Here Expeditions, which might be a spin-off series that they are working on. And this one's called The Friendship. So what is this one all about? So essentially, once again, story that the story takes place. Two people are wandering through a wilderness, and they stumble upon this like defunct carnival or whatever you want to call it. It's all about friendship and working together with someone else. And the campaign, it pretty much circles around trying to build a pirate ship and getting to the end of the area to move on with your journey. And even though the puzzles in this game weren't as challenging as some of the ones in the past of the series, this was still a really fun co-op experience. A bit short, but still really fun. The game will be free, so if you're listening to this right now you can add it to your Steam account for free up until like October 13th or something like that, or 20th. I forget exactly when, but make sure you go add it to your Steam list at right now. Just do it right now. Because eventually down the road you may want to play this game, and I do recommend people playing this game. It was a really fun time. It's like I said, it's essentially like co-op puzzles, but this one had a few more like it had like an actual game in the middle of it. And I know I'm like talking about a game, but there's like a game inside of the game. So the first puzzle is pretty simple, just kind of going through some symbols and pushing things in the right order. And the main gimmick of this series is like you are split up from your other person. You communicate with them on a radio. If you don't have like Discord open or a PlayStation Party open, you have to like press a button to talk into the radio and explain things to the other person. And of course, you can't both talk at the same time if you're using the radio, which really does add to the experience. The second puzzle is one where one person is describing what a puppet is doing, and then there's a symbol underneath the puppet on the other person's perspective that you need to tell them what it is, and then they push a button, and that can get pretty chaotic as it gets faster and you have less time to do things. And the whole point of these little puzzles is to earn golden tickets. If you earn anything less, then your pirate ship isn't going to look golden as you would like it to. So you want to get the gold tickets on each of them, or you're going to get bronze parts or silver parts stuck to your pirate ship. The next puzzle is the game, where one person puts down pegs and they try and connect pegs, while the other person has like different colors that need to stick together in order to add a multiplier to them. So there's red, green, and blue, and if you connect the blue to a blue, then you get a 2 times multiplier, or whatever is on the board at the time. So you have to really work together to find out the optimal location for a multiplier, and also make sure that it is also a viable spot for a peg to be put down. And then the final puzzle was one person was on like this kind of like lighthouse tower, and you had to go around and tell the other person where to go. It was like this big maze with mini games and stuff in there. Some parts of it, the person couldn't see the floor, or they couldn't see like an anchor swinging at them, or they couldn't tell where a platform was going to be. So you had to talk them through going through each of those areas, which yeah, was pretty cool. Really liked that. It got pretty challenging towards the end, but in the end, we got through it, and it was a very interesting time. I really enjoyed doing that one. And after that, the game is pretty much over. Like I said, it's a pretty short game. It's for free right now. Right now, it is literally for free. So It doesn't really matter how long the game is. A free game's a free game, and this one is very well put together. We didn't run into any glitches during our time playing through the game. We really only had a problem. Well, I guess there was. I believe there was a glitch, but I'm not gonna like harp on it for too long. But throughout our playthrough, we just had fun. I don't think any of the puzzles were overly difficult in a way that made them not fun. Even if you don't fully, if even if you don't get the gold ticket, you can still pass the puzzle with a bronze one. So even if you are struggling on something and you get like silver, 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 and you are getting frustrated, just take the silver and come and go back. Do another playthrough of the game to get that gold ticket. It's one of those things. It's like, yeah, unlike the other We Were Here games, this one actually allows you to kind of bypass a puzzle if it's too difficult for you and your partner to solve, or if you're just not getting it or whatever. You can kind of bypass it by doing the bare minimum, getting the bronze ticket, and moving on. And the game doesn't really care. It just pretty much goes like, oh, good work, sailors, and it lets you move on. So yeah, I mean, it's a very well put together game. For them to put it out for free is like, I feel like I'm robbing them, because this really is a great experience, and it's one that you should definitely try out. Do I wish it was longer? Yes. Do I wish that there were more puzzles? Of course. Do I wish that the first puzzle wasn't so bare bones and easy? Yes. uh, but all in all, it was a very fun experience. I'm very positive on this game. It doesn't reach the heights that We Were Here Forever, or even maybe even the third game does. But like I said, we really didn't get through that one. But it is better than the first two games at least. Yeah, I found it very enjoyable, and I hope that this We Were Here Expeditions series kind of keeps going, especially if they put their games out for free at the start. Like, that's kind of crazy still to me. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. But as of right now, very good game. Thumbs up for me. I'm also giving this one a 4 out of 5. Very enjoyable. There you go. And that was the final review.